Hello, my name is Mark Skeldon. I'm an attorney, and I want to talk to you today about the steps that you should take if you're involved in an automobile crash. If you're involved in an automobile crash, the first thing that you want to make sure that you do is stay at the scene. In Ohio, there are very strict penalties for drivers that are involved in automobile accidents that leave the scene, which can include fines and jail time. The first thing you want to do, make sure you stay at the scene. Second, you want to call the police. The police are going to be able to build a record of what actually happened in that car crash. They'll come to the scene, they'll talk to you, they'll talk to the driver of the other vehicle, they'll talk to any witnesses that are there. It's important that you get your side of the story told to the police so that they can include that in their police report, which will become the basis down the line of negotiations with an insurance company. You also want to make sure that the police officers are aware of any passengers that are in your vehicle. If you're hit by another driver and there's injuries to your passengers and their names don't make it in the police report, that can be a real problem down the line. So make sure that you get accurate information to the police officers so that they can include it in their reports. Next, you want to exchange information with the other driver. You want to make sure that you get their name, their address, their phone number, and their insurance information. And you want to make sure that they get all that information from you as well. This is actually another requirement under Ohio law that the drivers exchange this information. As a side note here, while you want to be courteous and friendly with the other driver, don't rush to apologize and say this was my fault. A lot of times after an accident, people aren't sure, emotions are high, and you may be admitting to something that is actually not true, and that could hurt your claim later on down the line. Next, you need to talk to any witnesses that were at the scene. There may be someone who was at the scene that can substantiate your version of what happened during the car crash. And you want to make sure that you get that person's name and contact information so that you can contact them later on. Next, you need to make sure that anybody who was involved in the car crash that needs medical treatment gets that medical treatment. The police can help facilitate this by getting an ambulance out to the scene if necessary, and those injuries should be treated immediately if they're serious enough. And last, after the accident scene has been cleared, you want to contact an attorney. In the days following an automobile accident, you're going to be receiving calls from possibly your insurance company, the insurance company of the at-fault driver. You may get calls from doctor's offices that want to treat you for your injuries. You'll be contacted by mail by other attorneys. It can be very confusing to someone that's never been involved in an automobile accident before. It's important that you get someone that's on your side from the beginning. Again, I'm Mark Skeldon, and these are a few tips for you.